everybody, it's Hannah here, Hannah Mindful Mother. So this video today is to remind you that you can change in this very moment. We can always change in this very moment. Have you ever had one of those days when you're just feeling a bit overwhelmed by the stuff you've got to do, and you start the day and things don't quite work out, and then you feel like, oh, it's just one of those days, and you say it and you say it again and you say it again later, and just, oh, it's just one of those days, tomorrow will be different. Now, we've all been there, absolutely. And sometimes you'll just feel like, oh, the house is such a mess, oh, what, I'll have to do it tomorrow, I just can't do it today. Or, oh, I really wanted to do those things, but it's just not the day for it. Now, yes, you can wait till tomorrow, but will you do it then? Or will you do it the next day? Or will you continuously put it off because you're in that mindset? Now, at that very point when you feel that, if you can actually begin to do something, it doesn't matter how small, then you will change your whole mindset. So, obviously, we can change in the very moment, in this absolute moment, by bringing ourselves back to this moment, to the present moment, letting go of all the worries, letting go of all those thoughts, and bringing ourselves back. Yes, we can do that, and it's an amazing, amazing tool, and I use it all the time, and I absolutely recommend you do that too. Sometimes though, the thing that's bothering us is something external at the moment. So first of all, bring yourself back, by breathing or doing the mindfulness exercises, or if you even have enough time, go and do a small meditation just to get you back into that place. But also, another way to be able to bring yourself back and make yourself feel better and actually change your focus in that moment is actually through action. So you feel like the house is a mess, or you feel like you haven't done this thing, and you feel like you haven't started in the right way, so it's almost like your mindset is now just stopping you actually doing it. But all you need to do is start doing it. It doesn't matter if you just do a minute of it. Say you really wanted to write that story, and you were going to start that day and you were going to write a good chapter of it, but you just hadn't yet, and then you just think, oh, well, it's going to have to happen tomorrow. But no, just sit down, even if it's for a minute, because that minute will turn into 5, and that 5 might turn into 10, and you might find you start flowing. Now, if you don't find the flow at that point, do take yourself away and do a small meditation, but it will come just doing a little bit, because even if you don't achieve as much as you want to do that day, in this day, by doing it, you're now beginning the process and setting the momentum for the next day and the next day and the next day. But if you don't do it, your mindset is sort of one of giving up, of not trying and not moving forward. Now, say your house is messy, like I said, and you feel you really want to get on top of it, but it just wasn't, I can't now because I haven't started in the right way. Well, then again, bring yourself back and actually then just start to clear up. Now, don't set yourself the task of, I've got to clear the whole house, but just start small and just think, I'm just going to clear off this table, or I'm just going to do the washing up. And once you start, then again it sets a momentum. You'll probably find that you'll end up doing the washing up, clearing off the table, clearing up one of the rooms, and you might even then do more because you feel just incredible and you've set the momentum again. So right in this very moment, if you're finding yourself thinking it's just one of those days, it just hasn't worked out, just stop and say, no, I can change that. It's all to do with my state of mind. I can change in this very moment. Now, I'm going to I'll give you an example of me doing completely opposite. Years and years ago when I was studying at college, being a musician, of course you have to practice. And I had my intention of practicing for 4 hours every single day, because being a string player, we do have to put a lot of practice in. It's just the way it is, because there's so much competition out there, and we've got auditions coming up and different things going up. You've got to put in the time. Doesn't mean you have to do 4 hours every single day though. That was what I thought you needed to do. You could do, say, 5 hours one day if you're feeling really great, and 2 hours the next. But if I didn't do my 4 hours a day, I felt like I'd let myself down. So if I was started a day and it sort of got to the stage when I couldn't really do that 4 hours, I'd almost just write that day off. Now, what did that do? It meant that, of course, the next day, same thing. I might be able to do 4 hours that day, but generally my mindset was all wrong. And I just kept not doing as much practice as I would, because I was setting my intention so high that if I didn't achieve that, if I didn't achieve the 4 hours a day, then instead of actually doing what I could do, I would just write off that day and give it up. So in fact, by setting my intention too high, I actually did less than I would have in the first place. Also, my mindset was not great, and so I would always put it off, and until I did change, and then my mindset did change, and then I was able to practice in the right way. But for a good year, I had it all wrong, the whole thought process. And of course, that wasn't the right thing to do, because I never set my momentum going, and I didn't change in the moment, which of course it could have been 3 o'clock and I would have written the day off. Oh no, I'm just not in the frame of mind today, or I haven't done enough already. But if I'd done it then, what would have happened? I would have practiced, and then the momentum would have been, and I'd probably done a bit more that evening, then the momentum would have been set in. I would have gone to bed with full of intention, full of that, knowing how well I was doing. The next morning I'd wake up and the day would begin in a really positive way, and of course I'd get loads of practice done. It's all about momentum. So if you want to change your life in any way, same thing. Don't put off till tomorrow what you should be doing now. So you're thinking, do you know what? I'm going to change tomorrow. I can change tomorrow. But what are you doing? Yes, if you're putting it off till tomorrow, you'll probably put it off till the next day, and the next, and the next. You've not got the right mindset right now. And so it's going to go on. You need to say, right now I'm going to change. So if you're feeling a little bit tired, it's the evening, and you're just thinking, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'm too tired now. That's what's going to happen every day. You're just not changing. So you need to say, I am going to change now. I'm going to change in this very moment. So you're about to put on that Netflix series you're watching. Just stop it. Say, no, right now I'm going to sit down and I'm going to get out a notebook and I'm going to write down what I'm grateful for. I'm going to just sit here and sit with myself for a minute and find out who I really am right now. I'm going to sit with the feelings. Where do I feel tired? Where do I feel that I'm not achieving what I want to achieve in life? Is it in my body? Is there anything stuck? What are my thoughts right now? The only way you're going to change is by saying right now that you're going to change. I am going to change in this very moment. It doesn't mean you suddenly have to run around the house doing everything, or suddenly meditating for 6 hours a day, or an hour a day, or 45 minutes even a day. All it means is you're starting the process. So get that out, and then, choose a book to read that's really enriching and you're learning from. And I'm not saying you can't go and watch that Netflix series at some point, but just make that decision now, because if it's become a habit, you're never going to change, and you're going to use that as an excuse to always not move to the next level in your life. So you can change in this very moment. So go for it, guys. Make a decision today to change. Make a decision now to change. You don't have to wait until tomorrow, and it's not too late to change. If the day hasn't started as you wanted it to, that doesn't matter. That's in the past now. Learn from it, and now make a decision to change in this very moment and love your life. I'm sending so much love, guys. So much love and positivity. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.